and it's Friday. Full body workout day. We're just getting started. Of course, we're starting with the bench first, just because I want to get that one out of the way. Helps me get a little bit more warmed up for the other exercises to come, which are a little bit more intense and full body demanding. So on Fridays, I like to drop the weight and really just crank up the reps. So I aim about 5 to 6 rep range earlier in the week on the dedicated days. On Friday, where I hit everything, I take it a little bit easier and I drop the weight and I go for about 8 to 12. I try to hit the higher end. If I can go past 12, I do. I've gone as high as 13, 14, 15 reps on some of these exercises, but I try to choose a weight that that'll land me in that intermediate 8 to 12 range. So bench looks good, feels good. We're going to do some incline as well. We're going to do a wider grip incline, so you can see my right hand is pretty close to the plates on that side. Why am I doing a wide grip? Because I saw Arnold Schwarzenegger doing a wide grip on one of his videos, and it looks like it worked for him. So I thought, why not? But if you do a wider grip, it does allow you to hit your upper chest a little bit better. So same thing, I'm just going for 8 to 12 reps. I don't do incline as often because I think the flat bench press is a better overall exercise. So that's why I do that twice a week, and I only do this once a week. But it's still a great chest building exercise, so I like to add it in for some variety mentally as well. So that looks pretty good. Happy with that. Chest day checked off for the week. Now we go to back. We're going to do some rows here. Once again, dropping the weight, right? And then we want to make sure our form is as tight as possible. We want to keep our head up, our chest up. All right, we want to bring our elbows back. So don't slump your chest and round your shoulders in an effort to bring this bar up and your elbows back, right? You got to do both at the same time. You got to keep your head up, you got to keep your chest forward, and then you want to drive your elbows back. That's going to get you the best form for this exercise. So looks good, reps look good. I think the rep count was fine too, so happy with that. No complaints. And then from there, we're going to do some pull-ups. My parents are playing some ping pong there, so I'm filming from side angle. But from here, I think you can see the range of motion pretty well too. You want to get a full range of motion. Of course, you want to come down. You want to when you pull up, you don't want to try to avoid rounding your shoulders just to get your head above the bar. I mean, maybe towards the end and you want to cheat a few more reps. Yeah, that's fine. But when you're starting out, you want to be as strict on your form as you can. That'll help you get the best results. But it looks good, feels good, no complaints here on the pull-ups. So that's back day checked off. Now we go to deadlift day. Deadlifts, one of, if not my favorite exercise. We actually went up to 275 pounds here. That's every single plate I have. So that looks pretty good. It felt pretty good too. I think I've really become more comfortable with the hip hinge again since doing this for the last few weeks, and I gotta tell you, I'm pretty happy with this milestone, hitting 275. Like I said, it's every plate I have, so I'm actually at a point where I might need to buy some more plates. So that's always a good problem to have. But form looks good, feels good. I'm really happy with it. And then we're gonna finish up with the squats, right? So I'm actually up to 185 now on Fridays, and so that's taking it a little bit lighter for me, which I am I'm pretty happy with the number of reps. I think I got more than 10. The reps here look really clean. I think the form is pretty solid. Definitely getting good depth here. And I think, honestly, adding this on a Friday has really helped. Because the extra reps, of course, are a big bonus, right? You're getting extra workout for that movement. It's obviously going to strengthen it. But for me, like I've said before, it's also been a big mental change, right? Going up in like the 12, 14 rep range for squats is pretty difficult for me, just because I've always gone for 5 in the lower range. So dropping the weight and really pushing myself and cranking myself up higher in the rep range until I'm like I literally go to failure and I can't stand up. You know, it takes a lot of focus to get there. So I think that's helped me get a few extra reps in for my other exercises, which I think really has a cascading effect. But we're gonna finish up with our dead hang to work on our grip and forearm strength a little bit. Of course, we have the pull-up grip hang, and then from there we're going to do a chin-up grip hang, and then we're going to do an elevated pull-up grip hang, and then an elevated chin-up grip hang, and then a one-arm towel hang. So the first two pretty easy. The middle two are pretty tough. I mean, it's a real drain to do the dead hang, because you got to hang there for a certain amount of time, right? It's not reps that you can crank out. There's not really anything you can do except be in your own head as you're hanging there trying to count the seconds or not count the seconds, whatever helps. And it's tough, man. It gets really tough towards the end, especially when you're becoming more fatigued. So this one, the first rep's not that bad because you get the extra help from your back, but then as you get more and more into it, it gets more and more difficult. So honestly, this one is as much a test of your mental willingness to push yourself as it is your physical strength. I think for this one, honestly, most people will limit themselves based on their mental strength rather than their physical strength. Like by the time most people come down from a dead hang, like physically they probably could have gone for like another 5, maybe 10 seconds, but if you're not used to pushing yourself past that point, then it becomes really uncomfortable really quickly. Like it's pretty tough. That's why I try to have a time I try to hit, so it's just to try to get myself to reach that point. But it's a pretty quick day. As we come down, we try to hold it as best we can, right? But that's another day just about wrapped up here. So we're gonna finish up with a one-arm towel hang, but that's gonna be it aside from the ab exercises. So this exercise is pretty tough too. I think at some point this towel is going to break on me because I hear the fibers snapping a little bit more each time. But I think it's a great exercise to finish up because I only do 15 seconds instead of 30 like the other ones, so it's a little bit quicker, and it really kind of builds your grip in a different way. So I think it's a great way to finish up the workout. But it's by the time I get here, I'm like I'm happy. Like I know it's only 15 seconds. Like I'm good to go, And then we're doing we're gonna do our ab routine to finish up. It's gotten actually pretty dark since I started this routine, so maybe I'll try to quicken it up a little bit. But resistance band pull downs, kneeling pull-off presses, you guys know what it's about. So another week in the books. Like I said, it's pretty cold, pretty tough to go 100% this week, so I went at about 70-80%, which is still better than going at 0%. So that's the key here, really. I mean, you talking about working out across weeks, months, years. There's going to be days and weeks where you're not 100% motivated. That's not really the goal. The goal is to do something each day and, take advantage of the high motivation days when you have them and keep consistent on the days that you don't. And if you do that, then you're going to be in a good place, I think. So I hope you try to stay active. I think it really, really has a big factor on your mental and physical health. I hope you guys stay active out there. Subscribe to get a daily reminder for your daily workout. Hope that helps a little bit. But otherwise, have a good one. Appreciate you all doing your best. See you guys next week.